Hi, welcome to another video. Stephen Ojo here. In this video, I would like to talk about a comment that I received on one of my videos that is doing pretty well. I mean, for the size of my channel and for the number of subscribers that I have, it's doing pretty decently. And it's been getting a lot of comments and feedback. And this video got a comment recently from someone asking a question. I'm going to read the question to you shortly. In my channel, I talk about investing and saving money and how you can maximize the use of your money. If you haven't seen my channel before, please check it out and consider subscribing to my channel as well. If you also find value in this video, consider hitting the like button on this video and leave your comments in the comment section below, because that would really help to push this video to more people, helping the channel. So let's get to the question. I'm a very small part-time eBay reseller. I was looking at investing in the stock market. Then I learned that typical returns were 8%. So I'm looking at other investment avenues. That's when I realized when my eBay stuff does sell, I typically make $10 for a dollar item I buy and resell. I don't know where I can get that kind of return. Am I wrong in thinking I should just invest my money back into my eBay store and forget all this investing, which appears to be very low returns? I guess it would boil down to time and effort, as invested money would just sit with no manual labor involved. My store takes work. Thoughts, anyone? Thanks. Now, if you got a question like that, I believe that person was genuinely seeking an answer or seeking some information that would help them. And these are the kind of questions that I love to receive, because they are thought-provoking, and there's so many ways we could go about answering a question like this. But from my experience and from the things that I know, I was able to come up with some reasons why, if anyone is in the same kind of situation, what can someone be thinking of? What are the things you should be considering? If, let's say, you had a business that was doing so well and you were thinking, should I just keep putting my money into my business, or should I just diversify and go into stocks and other forms of investments? So here are my thoughts. One of the first things I want to set clear is that I do not know the details of this business. I do not know exactly what type of item this person sells, or if it's something that is being made or produced by this person, or it's just something that the person resells, which I believe the person mentioned that the item is resold on that website or the store. First thing is the business risk. As we all know how eBay works, right? Anybody can launch a website today or a page today and post something to sell. Now, if or when people finally find out that this item sells pretty well for a very huge profit, guess what happens? Every other person flocks to it, and once there is a high supply of any item, what happens to the cost? The price goes down, because now there's a lot of competition. And that's exactly one of the things that, if you're in a situation where you're thinking of putting your money into the stock market or into your business, you got to remember that there's no right or wrong answer. But the thing you always want to consider is that eventually your market could become saturated and your profit point could be really marginalized or reduced by a lot. That is, sometimes get to a point where people can't even make any profit anymore, because it's just so much of competition around. The second thing that I always like to talk about is diversification. In any case, all right, if you're working towards building a financial future for yourself, you're not looking at just right now, you're looking at the future. And the thing about looking into the future is that we all don't know what the future holds. But one thing that is for sure, like I said about the business risk part, is that eventually there's always a lot of competition when there's a lot of profit to be made in an item that is being resold, which makes it very easy to get, because if it's something that you can just resell, well, that means anybody can buy it and resell also. So now diversification comes into the picture, because now you want to diversify your business, because if you have a particular item that is being sold, can you actually find other items that could return the same amount of profit? If not, then investing in the stock market could actually be an option for you, because in this case you are diversifying your assets and your investments so that they're not all just into one item, that if tomorrow the item is no longer produced or there's a lot of competition, then you are out of the game, and now you're tied up with all these items because you invested all your money into it, and they can be sold, or they can be sold for a decent profit. Diversification is very important when it comes to setting yourself up for a financial future that is secured and sound. The next point that I mentioned is also the power of compound interest. All right, as we all know, they said compound interest is one of the most magical things that ever occurred, because you can make money on the interest that you got on your initial investment. I'll give you a simple example. Let's say you made $10 on an $100 investment this year. Well, to next year, you won't be starting at $100, you're starting at $110, which means that you're also going to get an interest on your $10 profit that you made this year next year. So that amount starts to compound, and over time that really adds up. And that's why the slope of any form of investment usually looks very steep, because over time the amount compounds, and that's the magic of investing in the stock market as well. The next point that I mentioned is opportunity cost. Think about it, all right? Right now is almost the perfect time to start putting more money into a fund or an investment in the stock market. Why? Because the prices are, they've taken a correction. They're pretty low at this point, and if you can get in now, this is the time you can capitalize and make much more gains over the long term. And that is something that is considered opportunity cost, because if you could put your money in the stock market now, in the next a year or so, once this pandemic goes out of the way, you could reap a lot of money from your investments, all right? Especially if you can find great companies like Walmart or Amazon that are doing very well. Those are very expensive right now, but the point is, we don't know how long this is gonna last, and these companies will probably keep going up because of the fact that a lot of people are relying on their services to make get food or make ends meet, pretty much. The key thing here is this: if you have the opportunity to invest in the stock market, I would always say you should go ahead and put some money into stock market and capitalize on the opportunity that presents itself now. Well, so that's it. So those are the 4 points that I've shared with this person, and I feel like it's going to be beneficial to someone else out there that might be thinking, is this the right time to be investing in the stock market, especially with all that is going on right now? If you have benefited from this video, again, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. Consider leaving your comment in the comment section below. Consider subscribing because it helps to grow the channel. And lastly, I would like to see you in my next video. All right, I try to release videos every week. Preferably I try to do it 3 times a week, but because of my job, sometimes it takes me a while to edit and put these videos together. And I just want to thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.